Hey everyone, so you're probably watching this video because you're at a point where you're deciding what smart security system you want for your house. Well, I'm glad you're here because I bought all of these with my own damn money so you can save some of yours. Before I start, do me a favor and like this video and sub to the channel for more mediocre and low quality content. Jokes, but seriously. Alright, so I got here the Ring Spotlight camera, the Blink XT2 cameras, and what might come as a surprise for many of you because it's considered an indoor camera, I'll also be throwing in the all-affordable Wyze camera in the mix as well. I'll explain later. I'm going to try to keep it simple with what I call the VPE model. Video quality, price, and experience. So hopefully by the end of this video, you get a good understanding of which one fits you best. So on the front porch, I have the Ring doorbell camera right on the front door. I have also the Blink camera that faces directly onto anyone that's standing on the porch. It also gives a different angle, which, you know, if you're getting packages all the time, if someone's coming to your front door all the time, this is obviously a really good angle. For the second Blink camera, it's facing the driveway and it's eye level, so you can see who's coming in and out. Now, as I zoom into the top right corner of my window, you can see that there's a Wyze camera. Obviously, Wyze cameras are indoor cameras, so I have it there facing kind of like a bird's eye view of the street. But if you do want your Wyze cameras to be outside, they do sell Wyze camera casings, third party obviously. It's not recommended, but you can try. I did it, it wasn't for me, so instead I just put it behind my window. So for my first Ring Spotlight camera, I placed it right above my garage. I placed it above 6 feet, which is not recommended by Ring. So if you do end up buying the Spotlight camera, definitely put it under and below 6 feet. For the back of the house, I have the second Ring Spotlight camera overlooking the yard, as well as a Blink camera overlooking the yard in a different angle. I also have two Wyze cameras, one Wyze camera facing the garage door and another Wyze camera facing the garage entranceway. So to kick off the review, we'll start with the video quality of the security cameras, beginning with Ring. The Ring Spotlight uses a wide-angle camera lens to record 1080 HD video. Whether it's extremely sunny, snowing, or raining, the video quality from Ring compared to the Blink and Wyze cameras is definitely the best. It shows an immense amount of detail. And plus, if you have the motion-activated spotlight turned on, the video quality at night is surprisingly good. Making out faces or what details you might want a security camera to capture is really good with Ring. Also packed inside the camera is adjustable motion zones, scheduling, and a built-in microphone and speakers for two-way conversations. It also has a 110 decibel siren alarm, which both the Blink and Wyze cameras don't have. The Ring doorbell also produces an incredibly crisp video quality with good coloring, as you can see. The audio is decent, and the night vision tech is honestly quite sufficient. I can live with that. Next on our list is the Blink XT2, who also records in 1080 HD video, and has two-way audio. The video quality is pretty good in normal calm environments, the colors are realistic, and the sound input is solid. Reminds you of those good old walkie-talkie days. It does have two very obvious problems though. First is that its infrared night vision tech is pretty bad. It seems like if you or anything gets close to the camera at night, it immediately overshoots its brightness level and makes you pretty much unrecognizable. Definitely something to consider. The second thing that I've noticed is that when it snows, rains, or if the air outside is a tiny bit humid, the video quality drastically drops. It does seem though that when the camera recognizes that it's operating on a not ideal environment, it tries to make up for it by killing color and balancing the imaging, which is not bad. Now let's talk about using a Wyze camera indoors to monitor your outdoors. I love it. I've set it up where it notifies and records anything that moves up to the street. The camera acts as a catch-all just in case my Ring and Blink cameras outside might miss something, and trust me, they will. Luckily, during the night I have a street lamp outside my house, so I just switch off the camera's infrared settings and it works perfectly. Obviously, it doesn't really do well when it rains, but it works the other 95% of the time. I also use it to monitor my garage, and is a nice lazy way to check if your garage door is open. Now let's talk about the price of all these cameras starting from high to low. The Ring security system is by far the most expensive out of the three, and probably the most expensive overall. Currently, a single Spotlight camera costs around $199, not including tax, and $368 for a 2-pack. At first, you might be like, oh Danny, that's not too bad to protect your house, but that's just the cost of the Spotlight, and it doesn't include other things you're probably going to need and have to pay for. For example, the battery-powered Spotlight comes with a quick release battery that is said to power it up to 6 months, but trust me, with normal settings on, you're most likely going to hit 2 or maybe 3 months. The Spotlight does give you an extra battery slot to put an additional battery in, so you don't have to keep recharging it so often, but an extra battery does cost about $30 more. Now, you might say, oh, an extra $30 isn't too bad, Danny, you're overreacting. But now you're also forgetting their Ring Protect Plus subscription program. Basically, if you have only one Ring device, like their doorbell, you have to pay about $30 per year, or $3 per month to store your videos on their platform, which you'll most likely want to do, because if you don't, you're just basically buying a very expensive peephole. If you have more than one Ring device, which I do, you'll have to pay about $100 per year or $10 per month, so it gets pretty expensive. Now for Blink, it's significantly cheaper than Ring. One Blink XT2 camera costs about $74.99. For 2 cameras, it's currently $134.99. The deal I got was for 3 cameras, which was $187.49. That's pretty damn good. Now you might ask, so what's the catch? Is it like Ring, where they gouge you with expensive subscription to store your videos? My answer to that is no. Even though both Blink and Ring are both Amazon companies, Blink is honestly really good with cloud storage. They don't require you to pay a monthly fee to keep your video clips on the cloud. They even say they store your footage for over a year, no problem. That's pretty damn good. The only thing is that you'll have to have some AA lithium batteries on hand that's not rechargeable to replace your old ones in the cameras when they run out. They claim that 2 AA batteries can last the camera for up to 2 years, which is really good compared to Ring, where I have to change the batteries every 4 months or less. Now the most affordable of them all are the Wyze cameras. At $20 a pop, you can buy 10 Wyze cameras for the price of one Ring Spotlight camera. To access continuous recording, which I suggest you do, you'll need a 32GB micro SD card, which is $10 on their website. If you want the Wyze pan that spins 360 degrees instead, it'll set you back just $30. If you don't want to mount the Wyze camera behind a window like I did, there's a ton of casings on Amazon that essentially makes your camera quote-unquote weatherproof. Like Blink, you don't need to have a subscription to have your clips stored on the cloud, but they do have this paid service called Complete Motion Capture, where it records beyond the free 12-second limit and will only stop recording when there is no more motion. Get this, it only costs you $1.49 a month. What? Honestly, I love Wyze and all their products. They make turning your home into a smart home super affordable. You can get a pack of motion and door sensors for $6, a smart bulb for $8, and 2 smart plugs for $15. If you get into the Wyze ecosystem, it at least won't break the bank, unlike Ring. The setup experience was pretty simple, and the app and the website is super intuitive and well designed. I definitely applaud them for really diving into the details. I have 2 issues though, with the Ring and the Ring Spotlight camera. First is that although Ring is super easy to integrate with Alexa, and the fact that I have above average Wi-Fi, it still takes a lot of time to load via app and via Amazon Echo Show. I thought by adding Wi-Fi pods or mesh networks will help the loading speed, but it doesn't really help. The second thing is that the process of changing out the batteries is not so bad, but it's still pretty annoying. Especially for me, I guess, because I put my spotlights pretty far up where I need a ladder. It's annoying to get a ladder every time to take the batteries out, charge them, and then take the ladder back out to put them back in. Usually the next day. If you do end up getting the Ring spotlights that's battery powered, definitely get an extra battery and try not to put it too far up where you need a ladder every time. For Blink, the setup experience was also pretty easy. I really like how Blink went with a simple AA battery solution, and that was it. The only thing that was a bit more complicated and a bit of a hassle was setting up the sync module by the router. The module app looks a bit outdated, but that's not the end of the world. But what I do have a problem with is the loading time is often taking an average of 10 seconds when my internet is operating at 100 megabits per second. If the Blink cameras are uploading a clip to the cloud, depending on how fast they do it, the camera is basically paused during that time. Again, not the end of the world, but just annoying. For Wyze, other than the fact that it's not made for the outdoors, the whole app experience is probably the best. The user experience is intuitive, and most importantly, everything loads super quick, from viewing motion capture clips to live view. It's fast. Obviously, this is definitely due to it being operated indoors, but that's a pretty important point. The only thing to note that might be a bit annoying is that you'll need to unplug it ever so often to reset the cameras. I don't know why, but Wyze requires it. So which smart security system should you get? Well, if you had the money and preferred good video quality, then it's definitely the Ring. If you like good video quality in the day, but don't mind subpar nighttime video quality and slower live view times while paying a reasonable flat fee price tag, then Blink is your best friend. If you're tight on a budget and you have the flexibility to use Wyze cameras for the outdoors, then 1000% you should go with Wyze. It's also important to note that you can always use more than one brand of smart security system. Honestly, it's probably a good thing to do that, because there will be times where one video camera will miss capturing something that the other one will. Either way, I hope you enjoyed the video, and remember to like, comment, subscribe. See you next time.